In the kitchen and I'm cooking that Yola. In the kitchen and I'm cooking that yo. In the kitchen and I'm cooking up yo. In the kitchen and I'm cooking up yo. Don't need no pirate, y'all. Don't need no baking soda. In the kitchen and I'm cooking that yo.
Yeah. What's cracking? Jordy is on Marley TV, back with another video. You know, I ain't gonna say this is a reaction video. This is just a conversational piece. You know what I'm saying? So we about to check that out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, lock in with your boy, man. Yes, sir. Let's check this joint out, man.
Last weekend, two NBA superstars got married on the same day. Joel Embiid married his Brazilian girlfriend, supermodel, and Trae Young got married to Shelby Miller, a white lady who was at the University of Oklahoma with him in 2017. And of course, this move has caused a lot of speculation, especially amongst black men who are marrying outside of their community. And this has been a topic for a while, and people really want to know why this is happening. Is it self-hatred? Is it because black men are refusing black women? What seems to be the problem? And for this, I went and looked for a video. Officer Tatum, who is married to a white woman now, he used to be formerly known as Brandon Tatum. He has a pretty interesting video about this.
Brandon
and I want to play this clip here and talk about it.
People that know me know that my wife is white, right? And then my oldest son, his mom is white. Me and her met in college way back in 2010. So people criticize me, and they criticize other black men. Although if you look at statistical data, most black people marry black people at like 80%, white people marry white people, whatever. It's just a phenomenon where there's a crossover. And people criticize me sometimes, and they especially from black people. Oh, you a traitor to your race. Black men shouldn't date white women. You just date white women as if it's some fetish or something crazy like that. But let me break it down to you. And I made a video a while back that got millions of views where I spoke about this a long time ago. But I'm going to give another statement about it just very quickly so people can understand. In my opinion, based on my experience and the people that I know, because I know a whole bunch of brothers that marry white women, 99.99% of the time it's because of culture. I think people get caught up in their emotions and get caught up in rhetoric and think it's about race. No, it's more so about availability to certain women and culture. Normally when you see men who make it in the NFL, NBA, and they go marry white women and people perceive, oh, that person's a sellout or whatever the case may be. No, it's because that person has now been interjected into a different culture. And I said this in my last video about family, marriage. When you look at the statistical data, you see that 70+% of black households, children are born out of wedlock. I grew up with my parents not together. And so when you are...
Culture. I don't think I agree with the culture thing, but you know, that could be true to some people. I'm not gonna just say, oh, he's lying. No, I'm just saying it might be true to some people, you know, but to me, that's not the case, you know. But let's continue.
Are involved in a culture that may be more appreciative of the family structure, or for whatever reason the family structure is more intact, and you get to a point where you're outside of your childhood, outside of where you grew up at, and now you perceive that I want this family, I want this type of environment, then you go for the people that are doing that.
Then you have brothers like Dr. Umar Johnson that have a complete difference of opinion. I want to give his opinion on it too.
I'll give it to you on the flip side.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's a lot of the black man saying, I got to go have that white woman? Or some of these white women out here looking at, that's a god right there. I want that.
Mm-hmm. It's threefold.
Okay.
Number one, it's about a black man being an economic stimulus package to the white woman.
Okay.
Most black men marry down in class when they marry these white women.
Okay.
So what wasn't talked about, you know, in this video are brothers like Trae Young, who are of mixed race ancestry. And that is happening a lot. We will have a lot of black men who are coming from a mixed race ancestry. It's going to be happening whether you're an African-American man or whether you are somebody from, first generation African Caribbean.
This nigga look like
And
most
what
Def.
I've noticed is if a black man and a white woman have a child,
Who does this, cuz?
and the young lady is, and the child is a daughter,
Well,
she's more likely to get married to a black man. But if it's the other way around, if the mother is white, it's not common that you're gonna see a black man or a mixed black man raised by a white mother that goes to a black lady. But I want to just say this. Again, Brandon talks about proximity. And I think that we need to look at that because proximity is very important. Once you come out of the hood as a young black man or the inner city or an all black environment, you start living around people. Like I went to California State University, Sacramento, Sac State. In the same city, right? I grew up in Del Paso Heights. I ended up graduating from there after coming back from Howard. It's like night and day from my neighborhood. 98% of my classmates were not black. I was only one of 3 or 4 black graduates that finished in math and Berkeley postbac. Now this is the whole Bay Area. I was the only black student in the whole Northern California region at the UC Berkeley postbac for medical school. And that was a guy that was driving all the way from Sacramento, California to the Bay. Okay? I want you guys to hear what I'm talking about. I used to do that twice a week. So now with that being said, what kind of experiences do you think you're gonna get when you're in college, you want to be a doctor or you want to be something? You're gonna be around people that are not like you, depending on where you live. Now, if you live in DC, if you go to medical school at Howard University,
Especially if you're
you go
urban.
to Meharry, that might be different.
if you urban,
But a lot of black men are experiencing something different that they've never seen. Or look at the case of LeBron James. He grows up in Akron, Ohio. He gets rich. He now lives in a great community. His son doesn't have the same experience as him. His son not gonna be loyal to the black community like him. He's going to school with rich white kids. His dad's the greatest basketball player or one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He ain't better than Jordan.
damn right.
But exactly. So Dr. Umar Johnson is talking about that these blacks need to stay together, and that's true. But as pro-blacks, we need to give context to what's happening here. What do we do as the black community to keep our kids together, to keep the cultures together? Like we as a black community, we go to church together every Sunday, regardless of class. Most blacks, unless you go to a mega church or a really rich church, even affluent blacks will come back to their local communities and go to Sunday church. It was very similar to St. Paul Baptist Church.
All right, I'm about to end this video right here, but listen, man, I'm gonna make this simple for y'all real quick. Listen, this is what I think, right? I think, man, it ain't about no culture, man. A black man or an NBA player, right? Getting married to a white lady. I don't know, I call her a white lady. Don't mind me, man. Listen, man. Sometimes some people on the outside looking in, they can see something better than what you could see when you're directly in it, right? So listen. So just think about a black urban raised female, right? Raised with brothers. She got her brothers and all that. And they go through their stuff. She's seeing what they going through, whatever. And then like just more than just dating, it's just going through every day. Excuse me. I'm just saying going through every day, I'm talking about back when I was being raised in the ghetto. It was different. It was effective. It was affecting to you your everyday. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, listen, man. This is the solution to if you're an urban black male. This is the solution to you finding a real woman for you. At the end of the day, you need a healing woman. And this is for the black women too. Like, listen, this, if you didn't listen to nothing else, you need to listen to this right here. Man, you, a black male, needs a healing woman, because the nigga been beat down. You got to think about even a nigga that joins a gang, right? A nigga that joins a gang, right? He had to feel so out of place that he had to join this gang. He didn't feel. He had to feel. I don't know. He had to feel so unsafe. You don't know who was. And I understand, because literally I grew up in the 90s, man. I grew up in the 90s, late 80s, or the 90s for real. 90s, yeah, pretty much. And you don't understand about the 90s with the gang banging and all that type of stuff, and the whole environment when it comes to the females, to the males, to the police. It was random, man. It's a tug of war out here, man. You got to think about it like that white woman that this nigga was he got married to. This white woman might made him feel comfortable. He felt comfortable with expressing himself. He can be himself around you. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to feel like he's being judged and shit, you know? So it's like, you know, you can't judge this man for getting married to a white woman, you know? You got to think about, it's a few black males that got married to their black woman that they've been with, and I guarantee you this, right? She was a healing woman. For that man in that ghetto, she was the most healing woman he ever met in his damn life. I guarantee you that. And that's probably gonna be the, if you go in, what you say, she was healing? And I guarantee you everybody will every black male that dealt with the sister, you know, she was a healing one. Most of these girls nowadays, they so selfish, you know, and I'm talking about the older ones too. They on 40, 30 something, all that stuff. They still, like, they taking the trade, taking the baton from the young girls, and this is what we on now. We fought for these rights. I fought for the right to be excused. I'm just saying, man, the whole thing is, you gotta think about it like this, right? The woman is the soil, the man is the seed. We need each other to get by, right? You know, the black race, for the black people, we are, a lot of us is leaving, it's a single mother household, or it's a single pops, and, you know, it's like, dude, the reason is like, and I'm not even gonna just say black males need healing. Black women need healing too, for sure. Like, black women been through terrible things, man. Terrible. Whoo. You know, some chicks got what they call that, sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying? Sex trafficking and all that type of stuff, man. It's wild Benini out here, man. They done went through all that. But it's like, it's really about who you choose. Because I'm going to tell you, me personally, man, I got the worst selections, man. I'm like, I choose all the skeezers, all the easy joints, all the crazy joints, man, all the you know what I'm saying? Most of my chicks just been, they didn't know me at all. I didn't know them for real. They were just fronting the whole time, man, like on some bull. So I'm trying to figure this out my damn self, so, you know. But I'm going to tell you, man, really though, yeah, every black male need healing, man. So they gonna mess with the stuff that's healing, you know. And if that white woman is healing, that white woman is healing. And, you know, I'm going to tell you some real stuff, man. I don't know if I said this before on this channel, man, but I dealt with this white woman before. I dated one white woman in my life. I only dated black women. I mean, I dealt with other races, like, you know what I'm talking about. Dealt with other races in, some other ways, but I never dated them like, oh, we going out. You know what I'm saying? But there was this one white girl I dated. She was damn near black, but she had more understanding than any black woman I ever dated. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, at that moment, it was like too much going on. I probably dealt with her for like 4 months, 5 months, some shit. But she was cool as hell, man. And I respect her, man. Like, for real, like, because it was just a lot, and I understand why she like had to step away, man. Because it was like, sheesh. I didn't sign up for this, Jody Joe. She was trying to be cool, hanging there, but it was start getting, and it was like me. I was just. I'm telling you, I would literally say everything. Like, if it's my girl, I used to literally tell her everything that was on my mind, everything I was going through. I used to tell her everything. Like, it might not seem like it, but if I was going through something, I'd definitely talk to you about it. I definitely said something about it. You know what I'm saying? So I literally told her about this problem, and she was like, "Go do this, do this," and I've taken her advice on it. And then it ended up being some bull, and then she couldn't really handle the bull, you know what I'm saying? Which the bull was some real bull, I understand. So, yeah, man, so it's just like, man, with the black woman, I just think you just need to put this in your head, let it ring in your head right now, man. Let it ring, man. Black male needs a healing woman, and when you heal him, he heals you too. It all goes hands in hand. But we all been to the struggle. It's just about coming together, man, putting that glue back together, man. That's all it's about, man. But it's hard. It's really, the women, y'all need to step back. Y'all are the bearers of this, of the children, Not a baby can be born without y'all, man. So listen, y'all need to be more careful about who you dealing with, And if you're gonna deal with that man, don't let it be like, oh, I didn't know who this nigga was. You knew who the nigga was. Just take a different direction, Take a different approach. That's what I meant to say. Take a different approach the way you're going. Don't just yell at the nigga, man. If he there, he love you, I don't know, man. Some of y'all motherfuckers be dealing with some weirdos and be thinking, oh, you meet a nigga at the liquor store. He like this. I'm hollering. I gotta see what's up. Nigga at Walmart. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's up. If a nigga hollering at you at Walmart, most likely he does that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna be in the rotation. So it's about making your selections. Don't make your selection. Don't want something, and then when you get it, it's too much for you. Because, if you want a man, you got to be able to deal with a man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, I want a nigga that just damn near female, And that's why this world is going to be, it's doomed. It's going to be the softest world. Man, niggas about to be throwing a pillow in football in a minute, man. They gonna be throwing a pillow, homie. It ain't gonna be no regular football. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that hurt my hands. All right, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. Listen, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't stone me to death. I'm just telling you the truth, man. But lock in with your boy, man. I want the best for y'all, man. I want the best for myself too, though, man. Listen, I'm just saying, man, black woman, if you want to understand, if you want to make it some shit right, or make some shit work with a black man from the ghetto, you got to be a healing woman. I ain't talking about, I'm gonna put a band-aid on him. I'm talking about in here. It's in here. It's in here. And if you want me to get in depth with that, I will get in depth with that, but this is a long video. But I'm about to get up out of here. Listen, man. You know what I'm about to do. So,
In the kitchen and I'm cooking that yo. In the kitchen and I'm cooking that yo. In the kitchen and I'm cooking up yo. In the kitchen and I'm cooking up yo. Don't need no pirate, y'all. Don't need no baking soda. In the kitchen and I'm cooking that yo.